And we welcome you to N.E.W Mayhem, and by popular demand we continue our tour of the Toon, our second sold out night, live right here in Newcastle. I'm your broadcaster Max Maddox alongside the N.E.W World Heavyweight Champion Owen. And Owen, as ever, what a night we have tonight.
Well, yeah, it's always exciting nights in N.E.W and EFW, of course, but this could be one of the best Turmoil cards in weeks.
Absolutely, and that is saying something, ladies and gentlemen, after the last month or two we've had under the industrial leadership. That's right, industrial leadership of Adrian
with that one,
Goldman.
aren't you?
God damn right I am. Have you ever known a more industrial boss in all your life? My God, that man does a 14-hour day and then goes to the gym. That's how dedicated Adrian Goldman is to being the best. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what a main event we have for you tonight. It is going to be the Enforcers versus the Outlaws, and basically one member of each team will face off against the other, and the loser of that match will face a new team of Fox and Valentine in the brand new women's tag team division right here in the N.E.W.
Well, yeah, and we believe Fox is going to have some more words on why she's decided. I mean, she is the women's champion. Clearly, she wants to go for more than just that, and why she's chosen Nancy Valentine as a partner. Very interesting development. Of course, I kind of figured with those new titles being there, it wouldn't be too long before we saw a third tag team. And of course, the Enforcers and the Outlaws are going head to head tonight, and whoever fails to get the win will face that team. And you know, if they pick up a victory, the titles are almost out of sight again. You know, it could be very interesting. You know?
Absolutely, it could be a very interesting night indeed. We also have a massive eight-man battle royal for the #1 contendership for the N.E.W title, your title, Erwin. More on that one later. Well, sorry, go ahead, buddy.
I was going to say, before we get into tonight's events too much, I want to say what one hell of a match Jimmy Falcon, you know, last night, he gave it everything he got. I mean, he didn't come up victorious, but he definitely proved to me in that ring that he could one day hold that gold.
Well, here's a question for you, man. On the record, if it was up to you, would you give Falcon an automatic title rematch?
Maybe not an automatic title rematch. I would not have dropped him back down to number 10, even though that is the traditional thing when they fail to win the championship. They are knocked back down to number 10 in the ranking, and that is all across the board. Usually, if they lose the title and they were the champion, it's an automatic rematch, but only for the N.E.W title. Why it's not been applied for the women's, I don't know. And it didn't seem like Red got his rematch, so that might be out the window completely now with Adrian Goldman.
Well, obviously, Adrian Goldman is the man who makes those kinds of decisions, so we could always ask the boss for clarification of that at a later date. We digress. We kick off tonight, ladies and gentlemen, in the pivotal United States title rankings match between this man, William Zander, who's brought his friends with him. You can bet your ass that they could play a part in tonight's match, Owen. William Zander stands at 6'5", one of the founding members of this well, historic supergroup, quite frankly, here in the N.E.W. 350 pounds, ladies and gentlemen, from Bismarck, North Dakota. William Zander, an absolute powerhouse in the team of powerhouses.
Well, you call them powerhouses, I call them a pit of slime. However, in-ring ability cannot be doubted from these men.
Well, that's all I wanted, an acknowledgement of William Zander's fantastic in-ring ability. Anyone who thinks this guy hides behind his friends clearly hasn't been paying attention. William Zander can get it done in the ring, no question asked.
Let's not forget last night, making Jeff Collins tap out in mere seconds.
Absolutely. I mean, what a beautiful Kahira clutch that was as well by William Zander. I mean, just took that kid to school. It was under a minute the match. It was a brutal, definitive victory by that man, William Zander. And let me ask you one question, Owen. How much interference did the Enforcers have in that match? Well, how much, buddy?
None, of course.
Thank you. William Zander needs no help. He can do it on his own.
Exactly. So why are these three down here? Moral support.
Moral support. Moral support. is a pivotal thing. You would know that if you'd ever ran with a team. Why don't you be more of a team player, Owen, and wear a suit for him? Just once. Just once. You're the world heavyweight champion, goddammit.
Once upon a time, I did try a tag team with Hannibal Jacobs to bring down the Authority. However, that didn't go all too well. Nevertheless, here's two guys that can work as a team.
Well, I bet you don't have anything to say about Nate bringing his brother Manny to the ring, do you?
Well, I guess at this point they're just evening the odds.
Evening. How convenient. Isn't it strange, Owen? As soon as it's not the enforcers breaking the rule, you're not that fussed about it.
Well, if he had come alone, I would have questioned. However,
Nate's sanity.
Well, yeah, but I mean, if William Zander had come along, I would have perhaps questioned Nate. But then again, with the enforcers being as they are, I would expect they'd have been out there in case of run-ins.
Well, whatever Manny is here for, probably to look after his baby brother by 3 minutes. Nate, 6'1", 220 pounds. The brothers from Denver, Colorado. The twins from Denver, Colorado.
The only real identifier is the length of hair.
Yeah, not identical twins, but twins nonetheless. Brothers, family, and there have been problems with that particular family as of late. More on that as this match develops. William Zander, of course, showing absolutely no fear as you would expect. Neckbreaker to kick it off by Nate. And of course, Manny and Nate were involved in that title opportunity, and the brother eliminated the other. Oh, Russian leg sweep.
That battle royale did definitely bring out questions as to how friendly the brothers were with one another, but it seems they've stayed a cohesive unit since.
Well, time will only tell how cohesive that unit is tonight. A chop to the back by Nate, and a kick to the sternum by Zander, excuse me, on Nate.
They tried.
Oh, gut-wrench suplex.
To no success.
Yeah, well, the Brotherhood were cohesive that night, and what did it get them? It got their ass kicked by Magnus Opus, the most effective tag team I have ever seen in N.E.W.
Oh, and well, look at that!
What the hell? The referee's seen it, damn it! What was Brad Moss thinking of?
No idea, but this thing has fallen down. I have no idea if Brad Moss had a...
What the hell was that?
Clue.
That Mike Shatopa was watching. I mean, isn't Brad Moss also in the United States rankings, Owen?
Well, that's very true as well. He is still #1 contender at the moment.
Well, what the hell was that all about? William Zander has just stopped the founding member of the Enforcers of climbing up the division that he ranks currently at #1 contender. I hate to say it, but that's genius by Casey George. That's absolute genius.
Brad Moss, well, yeah. I mean,
Brad Moss, excuse me.
I've got to question it.
That's the Enforcer screwing over the Enforcer.
Exactly.
What are you unhappy about there?
I'm not unhappy. I'm just confused. You know, we talked about cohesive units. Clearly, once again, the Enforcers not acting cohesively as Nate now progresses through the US rankings.
Well, you can absolutely bet.
And well, yes, he will face Brad Moss.
Wow. I mean, that is controversial to say the very least here in N.E.W. We always say it, ladies and gentlemen, anything can happen here in the N.E.W. and tonight, well, exactly that has happened. Anything. William Zander is going to have a few things to say to Brad Moss, I can guarantee you that. I can't wait to see what develops between those two men. Wow. My God.
Incredible. And oh well, here comes Fox.
Yes, Fox.
To talk about Nancy Valentine and what we've heard around back that these girls are going to team up here.
Yeah, the women's champion, Fox, the former women's champion, Fox.
Well, no, still champion.
Still champion. Has she defended that title yet, Owen? I forget.
Well, since winning it, she did. No, sorry, that I'm looking at EFW here.
Well, we're cutting to.
Well, since she won in the TLC. Oh, sorry. Yes, let's hear what she has to say.
Yes, that's... Well, Fox, the current women's champion, we apologise for the miscommunication earlier, has just roused the troops somewhat here with Nancy Valentine, her protege, and Erwin. What an impressive tag team those two could be.
Well, yeah, basically saying to her, this is too big of an opportunity for us, you know, for us to pass up. There's new titles on the line. Let's go for them as a team. Nancy Valentine being more than happy to oblige.
Well, absolutely, and bear in mind, ladies and gentlemen, if Fox wants to win the tag team championship, that she would be the first dual women's champion here in the N.E.W. It's never been done before, as far as I'm aware.
No, definitely not. And then, of course, we've got the question: would Adrian Goldman make her defend her title on the same night as possibly getting the tag team titles at Riot, or would she have to, you know, it says she did win them both, would she have to defend both on the same night, or would there be kind of some balance that would allow her?
Well, Mr. Goldman is a fan of ruthless aggression, so I think in my heart of hearts I know the answer to that question. Wait,
hang on, something's going on backstage. That's Sean Stevenson. The Enforcers. And that's Zach Fuller that is assaulting, seemingly the Enforcers are not done with the TV champion.
My God, Zach Fuller once again at the hands of the Enforcers as being mugged here.
He's fighting back though. I mean, we talked about, you know, in his last match I did mention he seemed to have a reprieve since winning that title. However, as soon as I said that, there was interference in the match.
Well, we were expecting Grime versus Charlie Braddock here, and we will try to get back to that match as soon as possible, but right now Sean Stevenson and Zach Fuller are in a fight. It's simple as that.
Well, yeah, and both in wrestling gear, which is interesting because I don't think either were on the card tonight.
I think that could be Red's dressing room. Speak of the devil. Oh, Red's not going to be happy about this one bit. He'll be furious.
Well, yeah, it's falling down fast. I mean, maybe these guys were going to go cut promos. Maybe, you know, I don't know what's gone on.
Oh, good God!
Both ready to fight, at least in a tire sense.
Dear God, those right to left by Zach Fuller, who did not appreciate this cheap attack by Sean Stevenson. Oh,
and seemingly no other Enforcers around.
What I meant to say was, of course, that brilliant tactic by Sean Stevenson. You got to admire the wiliness.
Yeah, trying to eliminate a champion when he's not even on the card.
Oh God! Well, if Zach Fuller can't stand, he can't defend the title.
Oh my word! Head scissors.
That won't hurt the Enforcers' cause.
Well, Zach Fuller's looking to get a bit of revenge. Stevenson dodging the chair though.
I thought he had him right there. That's concrete out there, Erwin. There's no mats back there.
Well, no.
Oh no!
Oh my word!
What a German suplex on the concrete!
And Zach Fuller's well and truly fired up now.
We may need medics in the locker room.
And Sean Stevenson, interestingly enough, another Enforcer that isn't even involved.
Well, it's Red's locker room, obviously. It says Red on the door.
He isn't even involved in the TV title rankings. He himself is US, lost his opportunity, of course. Simon Youngblood being the #1 contender for the TV title now, due to the interference last night.
Good Lord! While you're giving us the stats, Zach Fuller just double on the head suplex and a DDT to boot on the concrete floor. Zach Fuller is ripping apart Sean Stevenson in the locker room.
He has always said he is ready. The Enforcers can throw what the hell they want.
Oh my God, no! Oh!
Powerbomb into the locker.
Jesus Christ! Sean Stevenson may be dead. No!
Seems to have woken him up instead.
How? Planning DDT.
I'm not even sure myself, but Zach Fuller may have just given it his all. Oh wait, I spoke too soon again.
I think that was just adrenaline. I think that was instinct by Stevenson. Because Fuller now clearly battling a dazed individual. And mercifully, I think. My God, I thought this was over.
Oh, straight into the door.
I'm being told that the security man can't seem to find them.
Well, Zach Fuller.
What the net boobs are we hiring here?
Word. Zach Fuller, of course, taking the fight to the enforcer after that attack. And it seems Sean Stevenson had turned around and come away from the ring area.
Well, I
saw Zach Fuller there.
Oh, I think the question here really is, I mean, how long is this one going to go? Sean Stevenson and Zach Fuller have been both taking high-impact manoeuvres on a concrete floor, for God's sake. There's only so much a human body can take. I can't believe how quiet it is in that corridor.
I'm just trying to kind of piece things together. I'm thinking, with Fox coming out and talking about the champion, the tag team championship.
Oh,
perhaps Sean Stevenson was there listening to him and part of the enforcers, who of course will be in that women's tag division now.
Well, whatever the hell happened,
seeing Zach
it
Fuller,
happened.
I don't know, yeah, I mean, we're just guessing here, but Zach Fuller getting the better of Sean Stevenson, and it's good to see.
Well, Zach Fuller was not prepared for that fight, because that's what it was. But Zach Fuller gave as good as he got, and may have got the better of Sean Stevenson there. We'll leave that one for you guys to decide, and let's just get back to business. I think we need a serious security inquiry after that one, personally.
Maybe I should team up with Zach Fuller.
Well, the enforcers don't seem to like him, so you two guys do have quite a lot in common.
I think I need to. Me and Blaze need to hang out with him after this match. Well, this night, rather.
Well, I'm pretty sure Zach Fuller won't be at the traditional enforcers party.
Well, certainly not after that.
Or Mr. Goldman's soiree. Well, later.
We should move on. What craziness here tonight.
Well, already, yeah. I mean, we've had Alex Fox forming a new tag team going for dual gold. We've had a back straight brawl between Sean Stevens and the reigning TV champion Zach Fuller, and now we have an intercontinental rankings match between Grime, Charlie Braddock, and Kevin Canyon. And oh yeah, Owen, it's a tables match.
Oh yeah, I mean,
dear God, the carnage.
We've seen table matches here before. Grime picking up an impressive victory in a first blood match against the Gangster last night.
Yeah, Grime coming off the bat of that indeed impressive victory, and you gotta believe he's not. Oh yeah, it was a tremendous comeback, but you gotta believe that Grime, no way he's 100% tonight. 5'11", 235 pounds. The battling Grime, the Demonic Clown from Davenport, Iowa. He's about as funny as syphilis as Grime, frankly, but he gets it done in the ring. No questions asked. Once again, by Grime, no quarter given.
Well, and again, I'm just looking at the list. I think, yes, every match has an enforcer tonight. At least one.
Well, after that controversy between the enforcers earlier tonight, you gotta wonder the cohesiveness of that unit going into this critical evening in the N.E.W.
I guess we're definitely going to see how more of that plays out, especially in the two tag matches that they're in here tonight.
Absolutely, all of that to come. Of course, we have to survive this table match first. We welcome Grime with his new look and new attitude. Laser focused in that first blood match against the Gangster, Owen.
Again, if there's any close-up on the face of Grime, like there, you can see that scarring. That's why he's been aware. The injury from that mask that he used to wear, clearly not a wise idea. That mask was not, padded or anything. He thought it was giving him an advantage, and in the end it ended up giving him a disadvantage.
Well, Charlie Braddock, a former Intercontinental champion, 5'10", 310 pounds from Bismarck, North Dakota, Charlie Braddock, member of the Enforcers, that familiar music, I believe, You may be alone tonight. Does that have anything to do, do you think, Owen, with the Williams and the situation earlier this evening?
Well, of course, him and Casey Judge, the two founding members of the Enforcers. Yes, very interesting that he's come along, especially to such a hostile environment.
Of course, Charlie Braddock has won the Intercontinental Championship before. So maybe perhaps Braddock thinks he can get it done on his own against Cannon and Grime, and you'd have to believe as well, after that controversy earlier, that a show of strength here tonight by Charlie Braddock going it alone and winning against two tough competitors like Grime and Kevin Canyon would shut up a lot of critics tonight.
Well, it could very well do. But again, I'm just kind of thrown by every now and then the Enforcers just seem to have this. It's almost like a ticking time bomb, like they're just ready to explode.
Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you, Erwin? Well, let me, you know, let you in on a little secret. The Enforcers are like brothers, and sometimes brothers fight. You know what eventually happens? They'll cry. Perhaps they won't cry, but they'll hug it out. Perhaps they won't hug it out. But you know what they will do, Owen? They'll have a beer and they'll forget about it and they'll get on it. They'll get on with the job like the professionals they are. That's why they've been so successful here in the N.E.W.
Well, Charlie Braddock has got himself some tough competition.
Oh yes, the hipster, Kevin Canyon.
Oh look. He's telling you to shut up.
How dare you! That kid's not fit to tie my jockstrap. Kevin Canyon, 5'7", 146 pounds, occasionally teams with that lunatic B, who will also see later tonight from Allentown, Pennsylvania. I believe Kevin Canyon holds the record for the United States for the amount of ASBOs collected in 1 year for his offensive taste in clothes and or music.
Well, I'm not sure about that one, but what I do know is that these two, well, V and Kevin Cannon as a team showed a hell of an attempt against Magnamorphous themselves.
Oh please. They got bitch slapped by a much superior team, and everyone who has any knowledge of wrestling knows that, Owen.
Grime went straight to the outside there as the bell rang, straight for the table. Braddock straight after him.
Grime. All chaos is already. Sorry, man.
No, it's already spilled outside of the ring.
Wait, damn it, I'm not sorry. I'm Max Braddock. Charlie Braddock, Grime, and Kevin Canyon here in this terrible match, in this IC ranking match. My God, what a slobber knocker this could be. My money is quite obviously on the former Intercontinental Champion, Charlie Braddock.
Well, it would be. I don't know who I really want to put my money on in this match. Three incredible athletes. Of course, the only one that's really going to get any cheers here being Kevin Cannon.
Yes, I'm sure that match is going to cost some money. Cost some money. Kevin Braddock, Grime, and Kevin Canyon. No, I can't speak, God damn it.
Grime with a big boot.
Big boot.
And your pick has just been sent out of the ring.
Wow, that was a cheap shot by Grime. But Kevin Canyon being wise to stay out of that, in my opinion. Charlie Braddock and Grime are two insane individuals. Kevin Canyon wants to be insane, but it's not there yet. It's a fashion statement with that kid.
Well, you can't even get his name right.
What? Kevin Canyon?
Yes, exactly. It's a cannon, you know. Like
Cannon? Oh,
like
cannon.
A big gun, not like a deep crevice.
Oh, I am far too important to remember Kevin Cannon's name. All right, Double K is on the attack with those vicious knees to Grime.
Maybe you're thinking of the late Chris Canyon.
Maybe. Well, I'm just going to call him Double K for now anyway. I've just helped his image tenfold tonight.
That's unfortunately catchy.
Grime with a whip. This is why I do what I do, baby. Charlie Braddock and Double K. Oh, backbreaker.
How's that for a backbreaker? And again, Braddock escapes the ring.
Cannon? Is that how you say that? Anyway, Double K and Charlie Braddock now fighting on the outside. And there's only one way this is going to end, in an incredible pain for Double K. And there you are, against the ring barrier. Ribs first, head first. This is not going to end well for that kid tonight against Charlie Braddock. That man's an assassin.
Cannon fighting back now.
Oh no!
As Grime realises
Bulldog!
He set a table, but he has no one to put through it.
Well, that was funny for Grime. It's kind of funny for me, to be fair. Double K with that Bulldog on the outside. The hipster's hurt, Owen.
Well, he may be ready to fight.
In unison, Charlie Braddock.
Yeah, very,
Kevin.
Zinkman is there.
Barely missing that table.
Yeah, he's knocked one of the legs out. That's not going to do it, unfortunately.
Oh. Kevin in for that table. Whip by Braddock, who had a normal pronounced name. DDT by Grime. Kick to the back for the hipster. It's his nickname. every great has a nickname. Flying lariat by Double K.
Just takes Grime off his feet.
On that middle rope. Oh, Hurricane Rana to Grime.
And Kevin Cannon, the smallest guy in there.
Cannon on a bit of a roll here.
He's taking it to the big man.
Oh, big table. Body enforcer Charlie Braddock. Oh, what a right hand.
Very quick there as he raised the table to slam into Cannon. He just drove that fist into his face instead.
That's one way of doing it. That was a close fist. Referee needs to get in there and talk to that young man. Backbreaker. Beautiful backbreaker by Charlie Braddock on the demonic clown Grime.
Grime rolling out of the ring. Braddock looking to take control of Cannon once again.
Yes, bye-bye kid. Bye-bye Special K or Double K or whatever the hell your name is. Charlie Braddock is on the roll. Frankly, I don't like V either.
Well, that doesn't surprise me.
They're far too edgy for their own good, in my opinion. Oh, what a great Fatsu driver. Well, kind of a springboard Fatsu driver. It was beautiful, whatever it was, by Charlie Braddock. Oh, using that table to his own advantage against Grime. Yes, the enforcer doing some enforcing right here, Owen.
Yeah, but Cannon's back up and he didn't realise.
No.
However, dodged. And went for Grime.
Oh, that was great ring savvy.
However, this time Cannon does not miss.
How do you miss an Irish whip? He's hopped up on goofballs. He's spending too much time reviewing plays. Tornado DDT.
And again, your pick rolling out of the ring. This time, not to his feet.
Well, that was clearly an illegal DDT to Charlie Braddock, who was bravely rolled down to the back of out of the ring to get his breath.
Oh, the top rope top there.
Meanwhile, Double K is on the roll here against the clown man Grime. Good God, could you imagine one of these guys as the Intercontinental Champion? Holly Race would weep.
I don't think Cannon's too bad. Grime, however, could probably do with a changing hairstyle.
So you'll want to talk about need for change of hairstyle.
Mine's not bright red.
Grime and Charlie Braddock and Cannon putting on a hell of a table match here. Double K seemingly in control, but yes, there we go. That's the counter. That's the counter by Braddock, and the hipsters bust wide open. How do you like those orange pads now? Blood does not come out of Orange Boy. Kick to the sternum.
Grime, as much as he does look like something they send out on Red Nose Day, you do want to watch out for him.
What a chop. What a chop by the former Intercontinental Champion Charlie Braddock. By the way, Owen, the only man in this match ever to hold gold before. They were two-man, never got it done. Not singles gold anyway. Cannon, I think, maybe have held tag team title too in his time. Oh!
Yet, as Braddock
my God!
The match with a huge power.
That's right! That's right! Who did I call him? Who called it, Owen? Charlie Braddock, the former Intercontinental Champion, matches on and a dominant display of force against Double K and the demonic clown Grime. That's right. the Charlie Braddock of the Enforcers, victorious tonight, and the Intercontinental Championship is coming home, baby!
Well, he still has a bit of distance to climb, but he has done it before.
There'll be shots at that part of the night, the dancing girl. Adrian Colvin will be there, he's quick with a whip and a martini. My God, have you ever tasted his martini there, Win? It's like tasting the elixir of God. What a party, I can't wait! Charlie Braddock, yes!
Let's try and keep our mind on the matches at hand.
What match? Oh yeah, right. That wasn't the main event. I was so impressed by Charlie Braddock's performance.
No, of course, we've got to put up with those sirens a lot longer here tonight.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, coming next, we have a tag ranking match, the pivotal match for the crew, Franco and Yuri. I have to admit, I do kind of like these guys. versus the Enforcers, Louis Richardson and Troy Webster.
Well, yeah, I mean, since Yuri and the crew have abandoned a lot of their old friends here in the N.E.W. when they joined the Enforcers, they had one hell of a run. They had the tag team champions.
Oh, absolutely.
And, I believe they can once again do it. They just need to get that one win to set it off. And that could be here tonight. But it is an Extreme Rules match. Tornado tag, of course.
Which favours, in my opinion, Richardson and Webster.
Very true. Richardson, of course, no slouch whatsoever. Troy Webster, expert in the tag team environment. I mean, the Trailblazers, who he was with way back when, were our first ever tag team champions here in N.E.W.
Three-time tag team champion with the Trailblazers. Troy Webster. Very good point earlier.
Well, it was him and Bart Brute, and eventually Bart Brute turned on him, saying, you know, you're what's dragging this team down. He moved to $1 Million Corporation, Troy Webster, then teaming up with Quinn, who eventually joined the Enforcers. A shock to us all.
Well, we welcome to the ring from the crew. After Erwin's history lesson and his hatred for the Enforcers well documented, Franco and Yuri. The crew. Franco stands in at 6 foot. Yuri at 5'11". Franco, 248 pounds from Beverly Hills, California, and Yuri, the Russian Bear, weighing in at 232 pounds from Moscow, Russia. Franco, a former Intercontinental champion and a 2-time television champion. Yuri, a former 2-time United States champion. Both these men 2-time tag team champion. The crew, has to be said, know how to win gold.
Incredibly decorated, incredibly talented, incredibly able.
Franco and Yuri from the crew.
And I think they've got plenty of years here to go, and I wouldn't be surprised if either of them make it up to the N.E.W. rankings.
I think either one of those guys would be a great N.E.W. World Heavyweight Champion. No disrespect to you, Erwin, but we welcome the Enforcers, Louis Richardson and Troy Webster. Richardson 5'8", Webster 5'11". Richardson 206 pounds from Toronto, Canada. Webster 230 from Bolton Ridge, Louisiana. Webster, the Trailblazer of the tag team division, a former 3-time tag team champion in his own right. Louis Richardson, the Trailblazer of himself as a 6-time United States champion, and that's a record here in the N.E.W. that no one has ever beaten. The Enforcers also know how to win gold, Erwin.
Most definitely.
Deny it, I dare you. The Enforcers, probably, as we said at the introduction of this match, ladies and gentlemen, probably the favourites in this match purely for the Extreme Rules stipulation. The crew, more pure athletes perhaps, but these two bruisers, not taking anything away from their athletic ability, know their way around a steel chair or two. You know that better than most, Erwin.
Well, I don't think the crew are any strangers to it either, but it definitely...
Well, I know Yuri isn't. Crazy bastard.
Definitely is the wheelhouse of the Enforcers.
Well, Louis Richardson...
I just wish this guy had ditched the Enforcers already. Louis Richardson, could be a champion in any league, in any company.
Hey, Louis Richardson saw an opportunity in a very powerful group and made a choice, and it's been the right choice. Louis Richardson's a 6-time United States champion. He can do whatever he damn well pleases and has earned the right to do so. Troy Webster, well, frankly, he's a tag team specialist. Franco and Yuri, both great athletes, but it could be trouble tonight, in my opinion, for the crew.
Louis Richardson dodging Yuri there.
Oh!
Troy Webster getting the better of getting the better of Franco, sorry.
That was great as a backdrop and union by a man from either side. Webster and Yuri taking the offense against Franco and Richardson.
Yeah, it's kind of one apiece in a way here.
Well, don't discontinue the Russian there. He's the ace in the hole, in my opinion, for the crew tonight in this Extreme Rules stipulation type matchup.
He's just removed a turnbuckle pad. And again, it is Extreme Rules, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, what a suplex!
Yuri rolling to the outside after that suplex.
Webster went for a quick pin there, but Franco kicking out after one.
Franco jumped out for a second there.
Just to regain his bearings possibly, but it hasn't worked out too well for him.
Well, no, he's playing the numbers game as Yuri tries to recuperate on the outside, realises what's going on there. Oh! Franco dodged. Louis Richardson got the back of Troy Webster.
Well, Richardson did get Webster, but he went right back to Franco after that with a massive snap suplex. Yuri thought about perhaps interfering with that, but then focused on the other enforcers. He did before with that huge gut-wrench suplex. My God, what power!
And Louis Richardson was looking for an armbar there as well whilst he was doing that, but Franco got out of it.
Oh!
Going for a pin now.
Oh, good double axe handle to break it up there.
Oh yeah, good choice. And now focusing on Louis Richardson.
Well, expect
he needs to keep his eye on Troy Webster as well.
Oh, absolutely. You need to have eyes in the back of your head in a match like this. Swinging net breaker by Webster.
Webster, realising he's alone there, wisely gets out of the ring.
And in this Tornado tag team match, it is Extreme Rules. You see Webster there looking under the ring for some friends, being stopped there.
Didn't find any in time.
By Franco and Yuri collectively, but what a counter there into the my God, and the enforcers just like that may have just taken control, flying higher to the back of the head, and Franco as Yuri is slammed into that steel guardrail, Owen.
Well, yeah, you've always got to remember there's two people to keep an eye on. However, once again, it's gone back to one aside.
This is a really weird match.
Well, yeah, it's almost like there's that much focus on making sure one of them's incapacitated that by the time they realise their opponent has the advantage on their partner, they're breaking up a pin. It's really been that close.
Both them
kind of set aside, however.
Both teams wanted the game an advantage. Both teams trying to debilitate a selected member of the other side. Bridge suplex. Only gets a one. Good kick out. Great endurance there by Louis Richardson.
Richardson now being left alone in the ring.
Yeah, it's a 2-on-1.
Enforcers realises though.
Richardson, however, is not a 6-time United States champion for no reason. What a suplex! Oh, vicious European uppercut. Oh, here we go.
Oh, huge suplex.
It's a Yuri suplex.
And those pumping shoulders.
Like the Russian bear.
Impressed at his own manoeuvres. Sees Troy Webster working on Franco. However...
Oh, Troy Webster, that beautiful swinging net breaker.
Oh, yeah, beautiful reversal there. Louis Richardson trying to catch his breath.
Around the world, Louis Richardson, of course, the veteran in this match. And Troy Webster doing the heavy lifting here.
Yeah, applauding Webster's work at the moment.
Oh, arm breaker. Brilliant manoeuvre by Webster.
Staying on top of Yuri here. Franco's back in the ring.
Oh,
collides with his partner a little as well there.
I love how Louis Richardson completely ignored the fact that Troy Webster just got steamrolled by Yuri.
Well,
that
again,
man right there is a master of self-preservation.
We've got to question pile driver. We've got to question how much the Enforcers are actually working as a tag team.
It's just a fantastic veteran manoeuvre there by Louis Richardson. Oh, wait a minute!
Yuri going for a pin.
Wow. Was that you?
Franco did the work.
Was that a unified moment between Franco and Yuri?
It definitely was.
Are you sure about that? What a German suplex! He's locked it in, halted in for a second. Will he connect? Yes, he does. And it's a trio, a trilogue of German suplex.
Well, let's not forget this is for the tag team championships. It doesn't matter who gets the pin. Oh, however.
Oh, is that a DDT or a face buster? Whatever the hell it was, it worked. Oh!
Yuri realised, however, left Louis Richardson.
What a match this has been.
Absolutely incredible match. Yuri rolling out of the ring. However, Franco is now left alone with two Enforcers. Oh, Snake Eyes, and he just flops into the corner, and I believe he's busted open, possibly from that DDT earlier.
Well, every possibility. The angle of the camera's not great there. We'll hope to get a better angle of it soon to confirm. Yes, I think you might be right there, and yes, he is indeed busted open from that shot to the turnbuckle.
Oh, Yuri came in back with a clothesline.
Yuri came in off guns blazing.
Now he's about to pay for it.
Definitely gonna pay for it there. Oh, it could be a double pin now.
And Troy Webster driving Franco's head into Yuri's.
Yes! Well, no one kicks out of Louis Richardson's pedigree. Not even the Russian Bear. But that was an impressive victory by Louis Richardson and Troy Webster. You can't deny it. That was a great victory against the Crew.
Anytime you get a big victory against the Crew, it's a good feather you can, but an unfortunate defeat for the Crew here. They did try, but again the numbers game playing into the part of the Enforcers in the ring at the end there.
And this right here is what I love about the Enforcers. Even after that miscommunication between the two founding members earlier tonight, the rest of the Enforcers so far tonight have regrouped and come back strong, and that's what makes them a supergroup, Erwin.
Well, it seems that way. You've still got to wonder what that exchange was about between Brad Morse and William Zander.
Well, it was a miscommunication, obviously, between two great friends and brothers. That's right, I'll say it again. Brothers in arms. What a match that was between two great tag teams here in the N.E.W. And ladies and gentlemen, we still have a great double main event to come tonight. First of all, we have an 8-man Royal Rumble of sorts between Vega, Animal Jacobs, Joe Freeman, Casey Judge, Red Thunder and Daryl Graves. And a #1 contendership.
V's on the end there.
Oh yeah,
the
V.
to hit.
Oh yeah, I forgot about V.
Well,
for the #1 contendership for the N.E.W. title.
After the match last night, I'm kind of glad Jimmy Falcon wasn't in there for a risk of further injury perhaps. I mean, we did go at it pretty hard last night. But, saying that, I would kind of like another match against him. I hope that after this #1 contender, Jimmy Falcon is once again considered in the runnings.
Well, I mean, Jimmy Falcon, as you said before, will have to work his way back up that ranking to prove his worth.
Well, yeah,
as the traditional rules apply. Oh, wait a minute.
A second. Once again,
GBH
is down to the ring.
Coming unannounced again.
Yeah, we saw that confrontation last night between him and Cowboy Roy. And now it seems once again he's going to grace us with his presence. well.
Well, GBH with some harsh words there for the N.E.W. universe, claiming he's been ill-appreciated, and to quote GBH, this is his show now. I'm willing to bet Cowboy Roy has something to say about that.
Well, and you can only think that the whole Cowboy Roy situation has clearly gotten to GBH. I mean, Cowboy Roy getting a bit of a bigger pop, if you ask me, and I think that has seriously gotten into the mind of GBH.
Well, arguably they're saying basically that he was sick of being underappreciated, and clearly didn't like the fact that the majority of fans, it has to be said, last week were rooting for Cowboy Roy.
Yeah, I mean, it seems that GBH no longer cares for the N.E.W. universe. Doesn't believe he's at the top of the mountain, and I guess, in a way, he doesn't have this championship, he has the Intercontinental Championship, but that in itself is a prestigious championship to hold.
Absolutely. I mean, GBH, one of the longest running Intercontinental Champions of all time here in the N.E.W. I mean, that may arguably be that man's legacy, and perhaps that has gone into the mind of GBH, a former N.E.W. World Champion.
Well, yeah, I mean, again, until we get confirmation on whether the pre-match is going to happen, or if it's just going to be straight into the title defence.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what the fans want to see and what me and you want to see, but at the end of the day, it's what Mr. Goldman decides to do. Ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, regardless of what may happen between GBH and Cowboy Roy, we have a massive battle royal to determine the #1 contender ring for your title.
Oh yeah, this definitely is going to be one that I'm watching very closely. Some interesting options in this match.
Who would you prefer to pick? Now, like, Falcon's out the picture now. Who would you prefer to pick out of these 8 men? You're going to face one of them.
Are we talking who I think could beat me, who I think could have a good match?
Well, we all know who could beat you in this match with respect to him, but who do you want to face?
Who I'd like to? I don't know. Thunder, Daryl Graves, I think those two are the top.
Anyone but Vega, basically.
Definitely not Vega. As much as I think he might very well just walk out of here with the opportunity tonight, and that is possibly the most terrifying prospect, having to face this man again.
Oh yes, well, welcome to Behemoth. Welcome, Vega. I'm sorry to cut you off there, buddy, but this entrance demands respect. One half of the current N.E.W. Tag Team Champions, Magnum Opus, managed by the legendary 7-time World Champion Snake, who's not here tonight for legal reasons. This being an 8-man match, then Adrian Goldman basically not allowing it. I think Snake's already at that party, by the way. I think he's already chatting to those dancing girls.
That wouldn't surprise me in the slightest either.
A former N.E.W. champion, a 2-time Intercontinental champion, a former United States champion, the current one half of Magnum Opus, who, by the way, I may have mentioned, are the tag team champions. He's also 7'4" and 640 pounds. He is every man's nightmare. He is the one. He is the only Vega, the truest, largest athlete in the world today.
Well, yeah, the N.E.W.
A mammoth entrance for a mammoth man.
And again, I think the worst outcome for me would be that man right there winning this match. And I think that would be on the mind of any competitor going in there tonight. I mean, when I was fighting for the #1 contendership, he was in the runnings, and in that pin cell match, I knew that if I did it, at least someone had to wear him down. Luckily, a few other people kind of chipped in on that and realised that he had to be the first to go.
Well, we welcome Animal Jacobs. Your incessant ramblings about Baker notwithstanding. A former N.E.W. champion, a former TV champion, 6'2" and 355 pounds, from Albuquerque, New Mexico, Hannibal Jones, with the most ludicrous entrance in professional wrestling today. Hannibal Jacobs. You're gonna like this guy though. He's a crazy son of a bitch, and I think he's watched far too much Flash Gordon. That's been firmly established.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't get it, but I love it. It's one of those, I don't think you have to get it, I think you just have to understand this guy's got style. It might not be a style you're used to, it's not a style you see in the shops, but it's style.
Yeah, I mean,
I can never picture Ric Flair wearing those, however.
Ric Flair could wear that.
He'd definitely get away with it.
I've seen Ric Flair wear it in fairness. Animal Jacobs, the proud New Mexican, will hope that he can spread his wings and fly tonight like the evil monkey that he is. Hannibal Jacobs.
Do you know how long it takes him to do that Mardi Gras paint on his face every night? 3 hours. He's in that chair, dotting his face. I watched him once. just sat there and watched him for 3 hours. It's incredible.
I'm genuinely amazed that you couldn't find anything better to do. Hannibal Jacobs, that's incredible dedication to lunacy, in my opinion. I mean, what else can be said about Hannibal Jacobs? I mean, he's a tough competitor, ladies and gentlemen. That's what else needs to be said. I mean, we can joke all we want about this guy. I mean, he is a former.
Away the extravagant entrance. He could strip away the face paint, and he'd still just be one tough son of a bitch.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's a multiple-time champion here in the N.E.W, which speaks for itself. While we await the arrival of the Freeman.
And again, talk about strange paint. I haven't watched Joe Freeman paint himself, but I can imagine that takes possibly longer. I mean, it's not quite as detailed, but
I think Joe Freeman essentially stands in front of a cannon loaded with paint and then sees what happens.
That wouldn't surprise me, you know, he might just kind of, I don't know, yeah, stand in front of a paint cannon or something.
Standing in
This is the result.
A bizarre result, but it gets results. A bizarre result, but it gets results. Well, a bizarre look, but it gets results. There we are. That's a sentence. Joe Freeman standing in at 6 foot, 224 pounds from Copenhagen, Denmark. We all remember, of course, with great fondness, that epic rivalry he had with Darryl Graves, basically changing Joe Freeman and Darryl Graves possibly forever here in the N.E.W. And I think, well, frankly, that could have been the making of this man, who's been on a hell of a roll since.
Well, yeah, I mean, of course, if you will, this is the man that kind of beat some respect into Darryl Graves finally. Darryl Graves being more focused than ever here.
Oh, yes.
Seemingly getting the fans behind him.
If Darryl Graves has apparently seen the light, how convenient is that? Well,
yeah, it takes a demon to show the demon the light, I guess.
That's a fair point. Well, myself and Socrates would like to thank you for joining us tonight at N.E.W Mayhem. And our tour of the two continues.
And all the talk from Joe Freeman that we've ever really heard has been sort of esoteric, maybe the word. Very out there. He talks about demons and ascension and possession and all these kind of things, and you've got to wonder what goes through the mind of this guy when he gets in the ring.
Joe Freeman embraces the darkness. Joe Freeman lives in the darkness. Joe Freeman possibly maybe is the darkness here in N.E.W.
He told me he knows vampires.
I'm not sure if Joe Freeman actually is a vampire. Frankly, I try not to have that many conversations with Joe Freeman. This kid freaks me out. He is not a normal human being. He seems impervious to pain sometimes, and he will not quit. He's also freakishly strong and a great athlete. I mean, many people believe it is only a matter of time before he holds gold, and maybe he's going to start at the top, like so many of the greats have here in the N.E.W.
Well, again, very deserving of his push toward the title. however yet to clasp it. This could be his step to that, but he's got to get through me. Let's not forget that. Whoever wins this match, barring Vega, has got a tough night in for him ahead. However, no easy feat. Again, we're not quite sure. We haven't been verified on how this match is going down. We're not sure if it's one pin to win or if it's elimination.
Of course, Mr. Goldman does not do anything by accident, and I'm sure that's just to keep this match as tense as humanly possible for all these competitors and the fans. Well, yeah, Mike Shitopa will know. Mike Shitopa probably knows a few things that no one else really does know. We're hoping to get an interview with Mike, our longest serving official here in the N.E.W, which will be live on our website any day now. Casey Judge.
We have a Facebook page now. That's all fancy.
Social media plug was beautifully delivered there, Owen. I could almost sense the sarcasm. Casey Judge, a former N.E.W champion, a former Intercontinental champion, 5'11", 220 pounds, from Des Moines, Iowa, the enforcer of the enforcers, Casey Judge. Love this guy, and guess what, Erwin? This dude's my pick.
Oh, that doesn't surprise me. Of course, the enforcer of the match.
Casey Judge is not the tallest guy, is not the heaviest guy in the enforcers, but he is still called the enforcers of the enforcers. And why do you think that is, Erwin? Why do you think that is?
I think that's because you call every enforcer the enforcer of the enforcers. I think that's why.
It's Casey Judge, goddammit, it's always Casey Judge.
What about Brad Morse? I'm sure you've called him that before.
Rubbish, it's always been Casey Judge. Well, him and Brad Morse share the title because, you know, obviously they're both very close friends of mine. I look forward to seeing them at the party later. Have you ever been to Des Moines, Iowa? It's beautiful this time of year.
I can't say I have. Interestingly enough, I'm just checking the Facebook page, and Adrian Goldman has announced that one male and one female from the EFW roster will make their N.E.W debuts at Riot number 6.
Well, we are live.
Just hasn't said who.
And you heard that exclusively tonight here on N.E.W Turmoil. Mr. Goldman once again setting the standard for surprises. And we enter Red, who allegedly surprised you a few nights ago, Erwin.
Wow.
A three-time former N.E.W heavyweight champion, 5'9" and 231 pounds from Great Falls. Red.
Wow, I used to have such respect for this guy, but now I think his time is over. I think he needs to accept that his shortcomings here in the N.E.W are a sign that his time may have passed here.
Strong words against a former three-time N.E.W champion, Erwin. I mean, I know you guys have had frankly, a historic rivalry here in the N.E.W. I mean, any comment on Adrian Goldman trying to put you two guys in the retirement match? Have you got anything you'd like to put on record about that situation?
Well, I accepted those odds going into that title match, but I did not lose.
No, you didn't. We welcome Red. A great competitor in his own right, still is in my opinion. Mixed opinion as of mixed luck, as of late here in the N.E.W. But on his day, is as effective as anyone in that ring tonight, and he's done it 3 times before, ladies and gentlemen. The most decorated man in this match by a long way. Red, the veteran.
Of course, the fans no longer behind him.
I don't think that's ever bothered Red. He never asked to be a fan favourite. Me and Red go way back. He's a complicated individual.
Complicated, most definitely. But again, he's got a lot to prove to me in this match tonight. He he wants to prove he can still go, this is the match to do it.
I tell you what, though, me and this guy used to not. I'll tell you something not many guys know. Me and this guy used to ride together when he was in Smoky Mountain. He's probably one of the most complex individuals I have ever met. He is a very, very layered human being. Red. You never quite know what he wants. I'm not sure if he knows what he wants, quite frankly, sometimes. But he is effective when his mind is in the right place. When his mind is in the right place, it sure ain't lying. There ain't no one better, in my opinion. Thunder, 6 foot, 220 pounds from Phoenix, Arizona. Student of Cebu. This, I do agree with you, however, Owen, that you and this guy could put on a hell of a match. I'd love to see it one day, but he's got to get past 7 other men tonight, and this guy's never held a title before in his life. He surely goes into this match as one of the, least favourite, dare I say it.
Well, the underdog.
The underdog,
possibly,
yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I mean, Thunder, one tough individual, but obviously, you know, every time he gets close, something gets in his way. But if he were to ever make it, it would be one hell of a match. I know that I could throw weapons at this guy and he'd just keep getting up. So, you know, the tactics there for a match would change dramatically as it progressed, no doubt. But again, he's got to go through 8 individuals, well, 7 other individuals here.
And we welcome the Woken Demon that is Darryl Graves, a former Intercontinental Champion, standing in at 5 from 8, 206 pounds from the great wrestling country of Battle Creek, Michigan. Darryl Graves, done pretty much it all here in the N.E.W, but he's never held the N.E.W World Heavyweight Championship. Never done it before in his career, Owen. And you know, before he hangs up his boots, he would love to be at the top of the mountain. And I think this kid, despite what he claims, he hasn't really changed. He'll do what needs to be done to win that championship. If it came down to the nitty-gritty, the demon will unleash the beast within and do what needs to be done.
Well, Darryl Graves and I had one hell of a back and forth in the Intercontinental division. My God, he's definitely got what it takes to be a champion.
I think I'm not mistaken in saying that you have actually gone on record saying Darryl Graves is one of the top 2 or 3 competitors you've ever faced here in the N.E.W.
Almost definitely. I mean, his submissions and his agility are something to watch out for. Even Vega, I'll put myself on record here, even Vega could have a hard time against Darryl Graves if they two go up against each other here tonight.
I wouldn't say that too loudly, Vega may hear you. And we welcome the man whose frankly presence in this match was so insignificant, I actually forgot he was in it. V! Standing in at 5'10", 239 pounds from Kill Devil, Hollywood.
Kill Devil Hills, yeah, I mean, an absolute, if you want to call underdogs in this match, I would say V is most definitely it.
Well, we saw his partner Special K tonight get his ass whooped, but he wouldn't have liked that. The other member out of that dysfunctional team, I am reminded of a tremendous Elimination Chamber match that V somehow ended up being one of the longest surviving competitors. He will have to channel that kind of energy tonight if he stands any chance, in my opinion, of coming out of this match victorious.
Well, again, V pulls out surprise after surprise, but never quite gets there, unfortunately.
I wonder why that is. Perhaps he's just, look at the size difference. Look at the size difference. Darryl Graves and V are the only normal sized people in that ring right now.
Yes, we have an hour time limit to this match due to the humanity in the ring, how crazy this could actually get.
Well, Casey judges my pick. Who's yours, Owen? This is for your title. I know who you'd like to face, anyone but Vega, but who's your pick to win?
Well, it's either Darryl Graves or Thunder, to be honest. I'm gonna go with Thunder, just because he hasn't had a title before.
German suplex by Thunder, and of course this match is pretty much impossible to call, ladies and gentlemen. We'll do what we can. Top rope grades.
If Thunder can pull off what Jimmy Falcon
What an elbow.
tonight, well, I'll be happy with him sitting in the division that rests for my championship. Most of the other men, apart from
Big elbow.
again,
By Casey
really
Judge.
proving themselves in this division.
Showing to Thunder what anything he can do, Judge can do better. The enforcer of the enforcers. I've always said it. Casey Judge.
Well, Joe Freeman with a submission and no one trying to break it up, so I guess they have been informed that it's elimination rules. Red going to work on Vega. Casey Judge pounding away on Jacobs, but Jacobs fighting back, clubbing blow of his own.
You don't want to get into a fist fight with Hannibal Jacobs, no matter who you are. I don't care how tough you are, you ain't going to win that one. What a suplex by Jacobs.
It's more.
Thunder on Freeman. It was a trio of superplexes from these 8 men here. No one eliminated yet.
As I said, it's so hard to call. Shatopa's really got his work cut out for him.
Oh, it's an official, isn't it, elimination style match today.
Red's going for a pin.
It is. No one's breaking it up, definitely.
Well, hang on, I think Judge went to there. Perhaps it's not elimination after all. Do the wrestlers even know?
Well, there is 8 of them, as Shatopa told them all. Well, whatever the hell is happening, we have 58 minutes remaining, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my God!
Oh my God! My God, the ring shook! Vega!
I've never seen Vega.
My God!
Leave his feet so high.
What an elimination from the monster among men!
Well, Red's dead. What would you call that as a funeral right there? I don't think he's gonna hang up his boots by choice. I think this match may have just decided it for him.
What a gut-wrench suplex following it on. If Red wasn't dead before he is now, quite frankly.
Yeah, Vega looking to end.
Bye-bye, Red.
But wait, Hannibal Jacobs did break that pin up.
No, it's undisputably first pin wins in an 8-man match. My God.
Thunder now going for a pin on Jacobs.
Well, if anyone gets a pin on Red in the next couple of minutes, I think we can safely say that this one is over.
Oh yeah, if no one chooses to break it up, Vega just gloating over his work in the centre of the ring and no one choosing to interfere, probably wisely.
V with a net wrench, sloppily delivered to Joe Freeman. Crushing
being focused by Vega.
Well, V's in trouble, rightly so in my opinion. What do animals do in the wild? They pick on the weak. It's natural selection.
Freeman's got a pin, but the submission was being observed by Shatopa. Now going for the pin on Red, who somehow actually kicks out, but he didn't kick out until the 2.
Did you just see what I just saw? V just countered Vega and Lufez pressed the Giant. That was one of the craziest things I've ever seen in my entire life.
I actually missed that. I was too focused on the center of the ring action.
That was absolutely crazy. I hope we can get a replay of that later. I have never seen Vega Lufez press. My God, this is a night of first tonight.
Casey Judge went for a great
and it was V of all people.
Well, there you go. You've got to be impressed with the guy now.
Begrudgingly, I am impressed. This young man is putting up a hell of a fight here.
Vega's coming back.
Oh my God, for the right hand. What a match. We're not even 5 minutes into this thing and we've already seen some incredible things.
And Hannibal Jacobs just went from standing to face first on the mat.
There's so many high impact maneuvers, it's hard to keep up. After that power bomb there was a guillotine by Freeman onto Red.
And V was looking to keep up his attack against Vega, but it didn't work out for him.
Body press slam of authority there by the Giant, showing incredible power there, picking up 239 pounds like it was nothing.
And a huge scissor kick.
So basically a normal sized man, ladies and gentlemen. Oh!
Red was going for a pin on Freeman, only got a 2.
Bench pressed him like he was a piece of cheese.
Again, what calamity in this match. I can't believe there's only going to be 1 pinfall.
Thunder going for a sneaky one. Has anyone seen it? Jacobs kicks out. This isn't even our main event, Owen.
I know, right?
This is craziness.
Oh.
Absolute abject craziness here in N.E.W.
And I think Jacobs has been busted open by those vicious
Yes,
elbows.
you see the blood in the elbow of Thunder, confirming the bust up. Yes, there it is.
Oh yeah, he's gushing
My
badly.
God, Hannibal Jacobs is bleeding profusely in the middle of the ring.
Meanwhile, there's just bodies flying everywhere else.
Oh, V still showing more heart and sense. What a neck breaker on the Giant.
What elevation!
Could V become the
That
Giant
could be
Slayer?
it. One.
Surely not.
No, only a one.
Not even a 2, you know that's going to piss off Vega.
Oh yeah, he needs to keep on top of him. Breaking up a
Everyone needs to keep on top of him. What a belly to belly.
And Red, obviously.
This will be one of the biggest upsets in history if V could win this match tonight. But hands down, one of the biggest upsets in the history of N.E.W.
Well, Red must be suffering injuries here tonight after the initial onslaught that Vega attacked him with, but now he's going for Freeman. Again, it's so hard to keep an eye on what's actually going on in this match. V looking very fatigued.
Oh yeah, Thunder and Jacobs as well battling out in the corner. And Vega just with an unrelenting attack for that.
V going for a pin.
Vicious fallout slam to John
using
Freeman.
the ropes.
Oh, Vega using the ropes. Got a 2.
They hit 2.
Broken up by
Red
Casey
Deep is still
Judge,
moving in this
who
match
took
as
out
well.
Mike Chatopa.
Oh, Luther's pressuring Red.
Oh,
V cleaning
throwing.
Joe Freeman's clock right there.
I think
my
Freeman
word.
may have landed on V, and Vega landed on Freeman. My God, the absolute carnage, Owen.
Oh, yeah,
How the hell do you survive a match like this?
Vega's not done with Red.
I'm literally asking you, how do you survive a match like this?
I don't know if you do. You must leave a piece of yourself behind.
Oh my God, what a suplex on Red by V there. That was a beautiful gut wrench suplex.
Oh!
It's flying Itsuguri by Thunder on...
Oh wait,
Oh, Jacobs winning it! Vega bomb! He lands on Jacobs! My God, Vega, the destruction! Everyone else is involved! No!
It is. My word. Hang on a second.
No, he kicked out!
Is the match continuing?
Did he kick out?
I thought I heard a bell.
What
the hell is going on?
I'm not sure if I heard a bell. I think we both kind of thought we heard the bell, but I think somehow, some way, Joe Freeman might have kicked out of the Vega bomb.
No,
Oh no, he didn't.
Freeman has left the ring.
No, you did hear a bell.
Elimination then. My God, this match has got even more intense.
My God, Vega.
Why were people breaking up pins in the early goings then?
I have absolutely no idea.
If you ask me as a competitor, stupidest move ever. Let them do the work. Even if they don't get the pin, they're wearing an opponent.
Well, this is a genius,
fight.
genius move by our boss, Adrian Goldman. He's had us all talking about this all night long. Mayhem is firing up on social media as we speak.
7 men still left. Just over 10 minutes to go.
I changed my mind. Vega's my pick. Oh dear God, on a spine buster.
Darren Grave just got took apart.
Oh,
Casey Bridge absolutely loving that.
the Giant is
So
coming
is
for your
Vega.
title, my friends. That's what's going to happen.
Well, that's it. I mean, now you've got to question why they are now going up on Vega, because the less men are in there, the harder it's going to be to eliminate them.
Oh, Thunder with a pin now on Jacobs. Jacobs kicks out after 2.
Graves managing to reverse Vega, but then straight into the path of Casey Judge.
Going right back to those vicious elbows on the already bust open Hannibal Jacobs. It's not going to help the situation for that man right here. Oh! What an insecurity.
Absolutely beautiful from Vega.
What a lariat by Judge on Vega. My God, the giant is down and looks like he could be out here.
Submission being applied by Thunder here. Jacob in trouble.
Daryl Graves, however, getting Judge from behind, but not enough. Judge powering out of it and slamming the head of Graves into the mat.
That's bad news for Casey Judge.
Oh yeah, Casey Judge in trouble.
However, he missed with a shot and decided to wait. Oh, now he's in trouble.